I'm here to talk about How to Get Away with Murder, Season 2, Episode 8. Hi, I'm Philip. So much going on yet again, okay? In the beginning, we see Bonnie is in psycho mode. She's in the shower. She's been in there probably the whole 2 days that this episode went on. Ashley been trying to talk to her, and then Annalise left her a message. I really do feel that Annalise cares for them. She just sometimes mess up in the process of trying to save them, but hurt them in the same time. So she's out right now, and then Annalise asks Laura to step in to be Bunny while she is away and sick. Frank is like, you think that Annalise cares about you? Soon as Bunny's back, she ain't gonna think nothing about you. Annalise, like, you know, she actually admires Laura. She's probably the best one out of them. I don't know about being a lawyer, but pretty much down for the cause, do whatever needs to be done. So, and then later, Frank was saying that, you think Annalise want us to be together? So I don't know if he was dating somebody else prior and then she broke him up. But first of all, I just feel like it's unprofessional for him to be dating a student like Bonnie, Asher, him, and Laura. It's just too unprofessional. But also, Frank got to realize when Annalise asks for stuff, he don't ever have it done. And then she'll see him next moment playing around with Laura, you know. Do your job. When y'all weren't together, y'all just hooking up time to time, he did his job. Now he's not. So I'm pretty sure that's a problem. And Connor goes home, sees the milk spill. He comes back to Annalise, and Nate was there too. That Oliver probably got kidnapped by Philip. Nate was gonna call it in, but Oliver and Philip showed up. And Philip was saying that he knew who his parents were, and he's not a killer. He's just a loner. He didn't do it, and he can go to the cops and sue them because they're violating his rights and they're doing illegal stuff. And Annalise asks, what do you want? He was like, I don't know yet. When he leaves, Michaela's looking for his DNA, but Oliver already had a straw he had been chewing on when they went out to talk. So Frank's supposed to have been in charge of that. It took a while for Frank to get the DNA off the straw. So he goes to the lab tech, like, can you do this? And she was saying that she can't, you know, do rush calls. She can't do favors for him anymore. So later they go back again, and Asher's with him, and then they found out that she really couldn't do it because the DA had sent a whole bunch of samples for them to run. Asher put it together that Sinclair had put a tap in the house because prior she sent a whole bunch of evidence and paperwork for them to go through. Michaela had signed the documents with a pen that the FBI or the DEA had gave, but she didn't get it back. So Ashley realized that the pen had the bug in it. And Annalise used it to her advantage and said that Caleb said that the gun was down the stairs and they did it and all this other stuff. So Sinclair goes to the house, looks for the gun, and it wasn't there. Let me back up. Annalise had all of a sudden gave Caleb and Catherine a deal of 15 years apiece for killing their parents. Annalise like, don't take the deal. Caleb's like, let me think about it. He was going to take a 30-year deal to avoid his sister from going to jail. And then when they was at the house looking for the gun, it was 5:15, which at 5 o'clock the deal was null and void. Then Catherine goes and make a deal for 10 years without her brother serving time. And they tried to figure out a way to get it, you know, a no-go, and they couldn't find out anything. So they were in court, and Annalise was trying to buy time, and then Frank came through. So Frank went and took the money that supposed to be for Rebecca, $50,000 of that, had the lab tech run the DNA, and they found out that Philip was not only the aunt's son, but she had sex with her brother, so it was incest. So those were his two parents. Catherine saw the results and she said, I do not accept the plea deal. So she got off just in time. And Frank came through. Okay. Now, everybody getting busy. Let's talk about Nate. So Nate comes to Annalise's house looking creepy. I didn't know he was drunk. He creepy. She's scared. I'm scared for her. This big old dude, he looking like he want to kill me. Then he want to look like he want to throw me on the bed. Just looking creepy. He's just like, I should kill you or make your life a living hell. When I'm sick of this, like every episode, either you hate her or you forgive her. All this going back and forth, what I would have, should have did. Who cares, okay? Even though she did you wrong, she still got you out. You killed your wife, which you could have had more time with, but you killed her. So, I understand what Annalise did, but either you're going to be mad with her or you're not. Like, all that, what you should have did, and I hate you, over with. He volunteered to follow Philip, and he just went to his job. Nate came back over, you know, they still love each other. They had said, oh, he took off his shirt, he was so fine. He had baby oil, like he was about to compete in the Mr. Olympics or something. I was like, oh, he fine. It was like crevices on top of crevices of six packs. But anyway, and she was looking like, he was like, you scared? She was like, probably don't remember when she had all of that, because Sam wasn't that big, and then, you know, Eve, all that manliness. Okay, Wes was at home while everybody else was getting busy. Laura and Frank was having sex. Michaela and Caleb was having sex. Connor and Oliver was having sex. Annalise and Nate was having sex. Caleb and Catherine were debating about taking the deal. Annalise sent Michaela over there to talk to him, talk him off the ledge, and she said, I would bet my money on Annalise. And then when Wes went to talk to Catherine, where she asked for him to come, and he saw all her pictures, then he said that he would take the deal. And the reason for that was because Wes felt guilty about Sam. So she takes him off the case because she feels he's feeling too much guilt and stuff. At the end, when they get acquitted, Catherine sends Wes one of her pictures. First of all, the pictures are creepy because they look like portraits of people that you see when you buy picture frames. Like, just a random family you're just gonna send to me. So he looked at the picture, and then he remembered when they had a screenshot of Philip on his computer, there was a same kind of photo that Catherine did in his apartment. So they knew each other. After Caleb and Michaela had sex, he was like, I'm gonna tell you something. Tell me before. She has the worst look. Not that he did it, but she has the worst look. And she should have waited a day or two. They should have went on a date or something. As soon as she saw him, she ready to have sex. But I ain't mad at your girl because he's fine too. But he finds a gun. Then, this is a big old mansion. You find a gun in a heater vent with cobwebs. How do you just randomly go and find it? It is a mansion. You just randomly find this gun. So he like, I found it last week. If you found it, why did you plead guilty? And then why you didn't tell them before the fact? I didn't really understand that. And then, let's see. Current day, Bunny, you know, we saw Sinclair die. And I don't really blame the way she died because she has been in everybody but the whole time. So we see when Connor and Michaela come back in and Laura and Wes are fussing, like, why did y'all go out? Bunny comes down and say, there's no discussion, basically. We all decided on this and you agreed. So basically you ain't backing out. And then Bunny asks for the gun from Wes and then she takes it. I don't know, but Bunny's all psycho right now. That's pretty much what happens, and I'm wondering who shot Annalise. I know Bunny's mad. I just feel like been there, done that. Bunny already killed somebody, but who did it this time? Subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will talk to you next week after we find out who shot Annalise.